Good morning everyone. After completion of the first topic, now let us begin with the second. The topic says electricity. I personally say this, that electricity nowadays for we people who live in metros, who live in cities, this electricity is our fourth basic need. Without electricity, we won't think to survive. If you talk about you people, the new generation, I think they cannot have this thought that without electricity, what can be the world? So now that topic, electricity, we are going to discuss. In this topic, the very first thing to discuss is electric current and circuit. Now this is the very topic which you are studying from grade 6 onwards, in which you were asked to make small circuits. You were asked to make small circuits by small piece of wires, a U-pin, shape pin, some push pins of soft board and a LED bulb. You remember? So these things you can keep in your mind to start the topic. So the first topic here is electric current. So I want to introduce the first formula in the chain of entire formulas of electricity, that is electric current I is equal to Q upon T. Now here let me make it very clear that here electric current is denoted by capital I. And now this Q is charge. The charge which actually moves inside the conductor. To make you understand about this charge, let me give a certain example. Let us take a piece of copper wire. For example, I took this piece of copper wire. Now this piece of copper wire is made up of copper insulated with rubber. This is the information which I am giving you, which you also can see, even I can see. But to make it more chemistry, let us go in 9th standard, where you have studied atoms and molecules. In that you were told, you read the textbook, that each and everything around us is made up of matter, and that matter finally was told as atom. And atom was further classified in 3 things, such as protons, that is positively charged, neutrons, no charge, and electrons, that is negative in charge. Just now I told that Q is representing charge. It means this copper wire, this piece of copper wire is made up of atoms. Atoms are having electrons in them, and you can remember very well the structure given us by Niels Bohr. He said that the electrons in the atom are rotating and revolving around the nucleus in discrete orbits. It means now here we are very clear that the electrons are continuously moving. So now this charge we are talking about, charges are of 2 types, positive and negative. So the charges are moving. This is that charge. And what and how we can define current? That the current says that the charges moving in particular time, or charges move per time, is called as current. It means the charges which are moving in a particular time, that can be called as current. Charges are measured in coulombs, and to get the details of coulombs, what is coulomb, how it is, what is the value, Those all details are given in NCERT textbook. You can go through the definition and everything. But here I is equal to Q by T. Okay, so this is the first formula we have discussed. As we were talking about current, I is equal to Q by T, that is measured in amperes. The unit to measure in ampere. So it can be asked in exam that what is 1 ampere? So simply it can be said that when 1 coulomb of charges are flowing in 1 second, that can be said as 1 ampere. Now moving on the second one, that is electric potential. So to tell you about potential, let me create one example. You all have enjoyed rain. Rain droplets are coming from up to down. When those rain droplets are falling on hill, they are moving down. To come down, they are not using any energy. They are coming down by gravitational pull. But if you take a pipe and put it horizontally and you put water in it, then that water will flow? No, the water will not flow in any direction. So is the case with this, that when I am telling you that let us consider a piece of wire which is having charges in it, as we have discussed right now, having negative charges in it. So those charges are also not moving anywhere. It means I can confirmly say, you can understand that those charges are not having any dealing with gravitational pull. They are not flowing towards gravity, nothing. So they need a push. They need certain potential. That's what is this. That in between two charges there is a potential, and that electric potential we are discussing. That electric potential. So electric potential means the potential which is in between the two charges, which gives the push. I can put one more example here, that as I told you that everything is made up of atom and electrons are there in it. Before applying the potential difference, these electrons are in random motion. Like this. Anywhere they are moving. But as soon as they are attached to any circuit, and as soon as the circuit is made on, then all the electrons are aligned in one direction due to the potential which is present here. And this potential can be said as the work done by per unit charges, that is called as the potential difference, which is given to us by volt. It means the unit for that is volt, given by the physicist Volta. So voltage can be, potential difference can be defined as the work done per unit flow of charges, that is called as the electric potential. After dealing with first current and then voltage, now it is important to discuss electric symbols. You know many of the symbols right from 6th standard, but just this is a recap. So the first is a cell. Cell can be represented like this, a big line and a small line, in which the big line represents positive charge and the small represents negative charge. Here you have to keep a very keen note, that is a positive line and a negative line combine to make a cell. But when I am coming to the next symbol, here you can see combination of cells. It means more than one cell when are combined, this can be said as a battery. Okay, in NCERT textbook, these lines inside are joined to each other. You can join also, or you leave that also, no problem. There is no such compulsion to join the lines. If you are extremely sure to join, then only join, otherwise don't. For this also you can take the reference from 7th standard. In 7th standard NCERT textbook, or you also have studied that when you have made cells, you were having an activity to join the wires. So wires were joined in this way, coming from positive, then negative, then positive, and then negative in this way. So the same way, same thing you have to use here, that you have to join the inside lines. But if you are having confusion which lines to join, don't join. So more than one cell is a battery. Third is the symbol a wire with a joint. It means if two wires are coming near to each other or overlapping with each other, such symbol is there, then this is a wire joint with each other. If we move on the second one, here you can see the wire are overlapped, but they are not joined. You can understand by this that these are two wires, they are above each other. It means this is the part of insulation, this is the part of insulation, they are just above each other. Their metal part is not touching to each other. This is a very easy symbol, electric bulb. Now moving on here, this is a switch which also can be called as a plug key. That is open, it means the circuit is not on. See, the switch is open, that means the circuit is not on. It means if I will say in easy way, the bulb is not glowing. Here the switch is closed, it means the circuit is on, the bulb is glowing. The dot in between says that the circuit is on. Now this is new thing for you. This you are dealing or getting first time in 10th standard. This is called as resistance, which is present in each and every conductor present. Here, this is also a new thing called as a rheostat. This is also called as variable resistance. There are two symbols of variable resistance. This is a symbol of resistance and arrow is shown in between. So this is variable resistance. This is also a symbol of variable resistance. Variable resistance or rheostat, a very simple example is the regulator of fan. Everybody is having a fan at home, ceiling fan. It is having a regulator. So you can understand easily that when the fan is working on 1, it means there is more resistance, less current. It means you are doing the variation in the resistance. That's why variable resistance. And last two symbols are ammeter and voltmeter. In a circle, capital A, signs are important, and V, capital V, voltage. So these are the symbols which we are going to use further in electricity topic. And I feel we have talked about two concepts, current and potential difference, and symbols. Now these concepts are very much important in the next topic called as Ohm's law, which is a very important part of this lesson. I can say this, that is the heart of this topic. And this topic I will be telling you in the next video. Thank you.